Greetings, baseball fans, and welcome to the Wednesday afternoon game of the week. Today's matchup is with the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates versus the hometown New York Highlanders. And while we take in the game, I'll do my best to put forth some history, mainly as it pertains to the American League and to the eventual New York Yankees. The National League had been around for some time, being incorporated, I think, sometime around in the 1880s, and was a growing spectator sport. After a time, some Northeast business types with some money wanted a piece of that pie and incorporated what they called the American Baseball League. There would be a few teams, mostly on the East Coast, and one of the guys wanted to put a team in New York City. The New York Giants, playing at the old Polo Grounds, more on that later, pretty much had a lock on New York City as far as that went, and did their best to block a competing team from coming into New York. So this team that was really meant to be in New York was forced to go to Baltimore. They would have been called the Baltimore American Baseball Club, and the sports writers at the time would have nicknamed them the Orioles, where this team played for a couple of years. Then around 1903, the Giants were still preventing them from having a team in New York with their local political clout, but the team was able to secure a stadium and piece of land in the north end of Manhattan, at a place called Hilltop Park. The name being obviously it was up on a hill, and started to play there. Because they were playing up on the hill at Hilltop Park, the sports writers at the time started calling them the Highlanders. It was not official, it was just their nickname, for newspaper sports reporting. The Giants were the Giants, but at times, to differentiate, they were sometimes called the Lowlanders, but that's not a name that ever stuck. Anyway, so starting in about 1903, the Highlanders were playing in New York City, Manhattan, and after a couple of years, the old Polo Grounds burnt down. And to warm up sentiments, the Highlanders were gracious enough to let the Giants play at Hilltop Park for a couple of seasons while the new Polo Grounds was being constructed. That's the old-timey stadium in this game. And eventually the Giants went and played at the Polo Grounds. Yankees stayed at Hilltop Park for some time after. It wasn't until the 1920s when the Yankees acquired, by then they were the Yankees, they acquired Babe Ruth from the Red Sox, and which is why the original Yankee Stadium is sometimes referred to as the house that Ruth built, because they built the stadium there for his home run swing. I'm not sure how many of you know this, but originally for Boston, Babe Ruth was a pitcher, but he hit so well they convinced him to move to the outfield so that he could play every day. Anyway, so much for that little bit of history. Talking about baseball in general, baseball is played throughout the country for many years, mostly at some kind of amateur level. There was some semi-professional baseball going on, which is, a guy with a company and some money, loved baseball, would, pay some guys to play on his teams. They had some odd names, but that's pretty much how it started. Professional baseball, as we know it, was pretty much North Central and Northeast spectator sport. Gradually worked its way south, but stayed east of the Mississippi up until the mid-50s when the Brooklyn Dodgers departed to play in LA, and the New York Giants departed to play in San Francisco, and that's when baseball started to expand, to a nationwide spectator sport, with many major cities having a team of their own.
First cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
So here we are. I just recently, well, actually today, finished up the new Highlanders team. Did some research on the logos and the colors and this and that. And they're as authentic as I can make them within, the artwork tools that are present in the game. And of course, Hilltop Park is not one of the stadiums I can play at, so. But I still like to use some of these minor league and old-timey stadiums just to match it up. So the uniforms were kind of off-white, wool in the old days, hot, very uncomfortable probably on hot days. Logos weren't standard as they are now. A lot of times it was just some letters cut out and sewn to these uniforms. Even player to player on the same team on the same day might have had some different looking logos and stuff on their uniform. Things didn't get standardized till much later.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start.
So that's so much for the history lesson for now. I'll leave you to enjoy the ball game. It's pretty much like the old-timey ball games were in the pitching, duel, dead ball, large stadium era. The home run really didn't become a thing until Babe Ruth. Before Babe Ruth was hitting, 20, 30, well before he got to that 60 mark, a guy that hit 4 or 5 home runs a year was the home run champ, and it really wasn't held in the esteem it is today. These guys could hit a lot of home runs that are, get the big contracts that are, almost gods, in the eyes of the viewing public. But it wasn't always that way. It was about pitching. It was about hitting singles, stealing bases, butting the guy over, and suicide squeezes, and small ball or billy ball or whatever you want to call it. The ball was pretty much dead. The way it's wound so tight today, the right guy can hit it 500 feet. That's why some of the older stadiums have those short porches at the corners by the foul lines. Yankee Stadium, right field is 315 feet. That's not a mammoth home run or by any means to hit a home run at that spot. The old Yankee Stadium, back when they had the monuments open in center field and stuff there, that was 500 feet out. You weren't getting that on the fly. You hit it over the center fielder's head, it might have reached out there and rattled around between the monuments before you could get out there to get it. But that's not how they do things anymore. Modern stadiums, have proper dimensions and proper outfield fences.
Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the.
Did any of you know that in the old days, if you hit the ball and it bounced into the stands fair, it was considered a home run? It's only in the last half a century or so where it became a ground rule double. The infield fly rule is not more than about 50 years old either. Guys had to take their chances, and many guys were thrown out on those infield pops. Now it's called the ground rule double when it's an infield pop and everybody's fine. They can go back to the base and they're okay.
breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
So I hope you enjoy this afternoon baseball.
That's over, but
Back in the
low, it's a
days
ball
when the
and a
Highlanders
strike.
were playing in the early 1900s, you know, every game was during the day.
And he takes a
Even
called
up through
strike
the 60s into the 70s, I remember watching the World Series, and all the games were played, all or most of the games were played during the day.
Over toward foul
Night
territory.
lighting
No one
came
can get there.
gradually
It's a foul
over the
ball.
years. Was about 25 years ago, where they even allowed lights in Wrigley Field and began night games. They were the last holdout.
Christian Yelich gets his first chance here, looking to make
Okay,
something
well,
happen
so much
with
for the
two down in
history.
bottom
I'll
of the
leave it to
second.
the game.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Nick Castellanos set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Jesa will be under it to put it away, and the inning is over. Josh Harrison leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Kazmir gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In there, 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Francisco Cervelli gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Yelich. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. The pitcher, Jonathan Neese, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Throw over to the bag. Runners back. Three and 0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Nunez. Starling Marte will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's the good fastball from Kazmir. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Reggie Jackson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Marte has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Scott Kazmir stands in for the first time. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Gregory Polanco will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Kazmir's ready. Here's his offering. Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Too high. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. So 1 away in the inning now for the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Jung Ho Gong stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Eduardo Nunez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Low for ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. The kid stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced. So he's pitching very, very well right now. Here's the pitch. He's running towards second. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Swing and a liner. Foul. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner goes for third. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Brian McCann in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate. Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Oh, he's not squaring as the pitch is a ball. Jaso heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. Sean Rodriguez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes. There's the good fastball from Kazmir. 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
The 0-2 home. Grounded to third. Castellanos has it. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. Josh Harrison digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Brian McCann comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Nice's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Christian Yelich. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In for strike 2. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Stepping in, Nick Castellanos. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whiffing left and right.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Francisco Cervelli will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. The kid from shallow right. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Jonathan Nice steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
Well, at least he was able to put the ball in play. Still no hits for these guys, so maybe he learned something he can use to get his guys going.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Set to deal on 2-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Starling Marte will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider to start him out, but that breaks down and in for ball one. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Reggie Jackson gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Nice into his motion. Here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Scott Kazmir will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch coming, here it is. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Back here at Sportsman's Park. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Gregory Polanco is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Andrew McCutcheon will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice, solid line drive that just didn't fall.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Line drive to left. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. Jung Ho Gong will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
In there, no balls and a strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Expecting the ball to be pulled quite possibly. It looks like the outfielders will shift to the right now. John Jaso is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Eduardo Nunez will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Jaso is up with it, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Second baseman.
The kid will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Anthony Rizzo will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Ball 1. Nice gets the sign. 1-1 on its way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. After it is Marte. And that retires the side. Striding into the box, John Jaso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. And the wheels will turn now. He is in there with a leadoff double. Sean Rodriguez digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
And a ball, 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Cole Figueroa will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he lays off there, 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Look out, 2-0 now. Betances sets. Here it is on 2-0. Here's a swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 2-1. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. To short, hit hard. Nunez takes it in. On to first, and there are 2 down. Francisco Cervelli stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Cervelli.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Grounded to short. Nunez ranges to his right. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. The kid will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
First baseman number
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And they got him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Catcher number 34.
Brian McCann strides in, grounded out his last time through. And that's in there for strike one. Possible winning run on first, one man away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cervelli has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Christian Yelich gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away. Nick Castellanos will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And there's ball one. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to Milou there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. And here's a fastball called for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We have to count 0-2.
Betances is ready. Here it is on 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. At the plate, Starling Marte. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the line at first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Gregory Polanco struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he's already wearing an 0 for 4, and he ain't going to make it a 1 for 5 swinging at pitches like that.
Sliced hard on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tony Watson will take over now to start the home 11th, knowing that just 1 would be the end of this ball game.
Watson, a defensive change for the Pirates. Now playing second base, number 24, Cole Figueroa.
Reggie Jackson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Reggie Jackson.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he's retired 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Dylan Betances.
Daniel Murphy We'll move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound.
Center fielder
Jacoby Ellsbury digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at it with hard stuff.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Eduardo Nunez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
shortstop.
Danny Valencia will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Valencia.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. The 1-0 delivery. In there, 1-1. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Line to left. In there, a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. The kid stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Tap fouled at home plate. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now both runners are breaking. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top